Front Stoop, what's poppin'? Is your boy. And I'm here with Tony Crow. And we're going to talk a couple of minutes about some of our hip-hop legends who was in the news today. So let's start off right off top. Oh, well, actually, I want you to remember every Tuesday night, 9:30, Hip Hop Society and Life podcast. Thursday nights at 9:30, we got Underground Radio. So make sure you check that out. Tomorrow night, we'll be live listening to some dope, new, fresh underground music. So make sure you're there. Check it out. But let's talk about Ghostface Killah, ladies and gentlemen. Supreme Clientele 2. You see it above my head. Ghostface announced today that he's working on Supreme Clientele 2. It is in the making. He is preparing the album. And man, let me tell you, we've already had a great year in hip-hop. Already a great year in hip-hop. And now, we get the news. Look, Busta Rhymes is dropping on Friday. Meek Mill said he's going to have an album definitely before the end of the year. Kendrick Lamar, it seems like he may drop an album before the end of the year. We got some great music from Griselda. Obviously, we got some music from Nas, right? King's Disease was all over the place. Been a great year. And now we hear that Ghostface is working on that Supreme Clientele 2. And hopefully it doesn't take 11 years the way Busta did with ELE 2. How you feel about it, Tony?
Well, shout out to the chat. Yo, Black is time. Like I was telling you off air, Supreme Clientele was one of my favorite Ghostface albums. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait. I hope he sticks to somewhat a close formula to the original.
Right, and that bodes the question that we were talking about earlier, and we were talking about on the show the other night. When an artist is coming out with an album, especially a part 2, do you name the album? Say, I'm gonna make Supreme Clientele, and go back, look at the album, check out the formula for the album, and start making the album? Or do you start making music and you like, yo, this seems like that Supreme Clientele music. Yeah, this is shaping up to be Supreme Clientele 2. Because when we had Raz Kass on the show, he said that's the way it happened for him. You know what I'm saying? He said he was making music. Oh, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was asking. He had the title first, or he went by the songs and had the familiar.
So Soul on Ice is his. That's his Golden Child album. You know what I'm saying? And he made Soul on Ice 2. Right? And he said, when he was on the show, he said, when he made Soul on Ice 2, it wasn't like he just said, I'm going to make a Soul on Ice 2. He was making music, and he was like, yo, this is just like Soul on Ice. This feels like Soul on Ice. Soul on Ice 2. You know what I mean? So, when I'm thinking about these artists is making part 2, I guess it depends on the artist and which way they like the work. What you were saying earlier made a lot of sense, though.
And I mean, I think that also makes a lot of sense, in the sense that if you're just putting a body of work together, or it may not even be a body of work, you're just doing some records. If you get that feeling, that nostalgia of one of your previous albums, I could definitely see you. It may not even be a complete body of work yet, but I could see you saying, "Oh, I got this feel. Let me name it this," and then continuing on with your project. So
Yeah.
I think it could work. It could work both ways, but I would think more times than not, if you're doing a sequel album, you're gonna come up, you're gonna have that name, and then go into the work. You might, like I said earlier, you might want to do a part 2 to a individual record, or a continuation of a record.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think you would probably name it and then get to work.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that makes sense, right? Like if you have a clear vision of what you want to do, and I think Ghostface is one of those guys that'll have a clear vision, like I know exactly what I want to do and how I'm gonna make this a sequel and then actually make it come to fruition. If anybody can do it, Ghostface can do it. What's always scary is that once you put that part 2 to a classic album, you automatically raise the expectations. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, yo, this joint gotta be a classic without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? Like you're challenging yourself to meet the quality of that album, and sometimes it just can't be done because that album came so organically that it can't be done.
It doesn't live up.
Say that again?
I think most times it doesn't live up to the original.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's a tough task.
It's a tough task, especially something like Supreme Clientele. You know what I mean? Like, how do you live up to it? Can you live up to it? You know what I mean? That's the tough task. And maybe though, that's what someone like Ghostface needs to challenge himself. You know, to put out that quality music. You know what I mean? So I'll be looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad. I'm so glad. You know, one of the things a few years back that I was worried about is that all artists, you know, these artists that I grew up with, gonna kind of fade off to the sunset. And I was like, yo, who am I gonna listen to? I'm just gonna have to listen to old music, but they still here putting out music, man, and I love it.
For sure.
I love it. I love it.
And you gotta think like hip hop is like in his 20s, you know, in his 30s.
Right.
Hip hop's still young.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is still young, man. You know, you got you got
rock and roll artists and just keep making music into our 50s. If it's good music and if you still want to do it, why not?
Why not?
No age.
And even later than your 50s, you know, you look at these R&B singers, man, they still be making music, just putting out. Even though people their age, the people that buy their music may not be buying music like that, they just put music out. They love it. That's, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing hip hop get to that point. You know, seeing these guys like Ghostface, Nas, and Busta, Jadakiss, you know what I'm saying? Just keep dropping music, making music, you know, so we got something to listen to. Speaking of Jadakiss, he has a verse that came out. I guess it came out today. Or maybe it came out a couple of days ago, whenever it came out. Right, it's on the It's Bits No, I'm stuttering. It's Biscuit song, the Outsiders, or Outside. The name of the song is Outside. Right. And in the song, or on his verse, he mentions Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion in a way that only Kiss can do it. You know what I'm saying? In a way that only Jadakiss can do it. I'm going to play just a small snippet of it. I'm not going to do the whole song because you know how that goes. I'm going to play it and then talk about it. Let's go.
Big man things, we ain't playing shorty games. Pull out, bust on the foot, Tory Lanez. Big man things, we ain't playing shorty games. Pull out, bust on the foot, Tory Lanez. Big man things, we ain't playing shorty games. Pull out, bust on the foot, Tory Lanez.
All right. You know, only Kiss, you know, only Kiss can do it like that. You know what I'm saying? Big man things. Pull out, bust on a foot. Tory Lanez. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jadakiss, man. Jadakiss. Gotta love it.
My guy. Oh, yeah. Standout line of the song. And I'm looking forward to that song. It has a nice feel. Nice feel to it.
Yeah.
It seemed like it's been a summer release.
And that's what it seems like if you look at the video. You know what I mean? Again, the song is by It's Biscuit. The name of the song is Outside, and it features Jadakiss and Dream Doll. I'll put the link to the video in the description so you guys can go ahead and check that out when you get a chance to. But you know, only Jadakiss could do that.
The only other guy that could have came up with a line like that is his counterpart, his partner in crime, Fabulous.
Fabulous. Oh yeah. No doubt. Fab could do that. Fab would do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fab would do that. You know, it's always nice when you know someone like Jadakiss comes out and has a line, and then you know, got everybody talking about it, this and that. It'd be funny to hear what Tory Lanez or Meg has to say about it. Probably nothing. You know, they probably
I could see Meg not taking kindly to it.
You think?
See that. Yeah, Tory probably don't have a problem with it at all. I mean, he's not really in a position to to speak up and both.
Yeah. He sure ain't. He ain't in a position to say nothing right now, man. He needs to just be quiet and just chill out for a little while. Just bury himself on the ground for a minute. Come back a little bit later. Deal with his court case and all of that kind of stuff, and just fade off into the sunset for a little bit, and then come back later on. You know what I mean? Get his cap on tight, and then come back and say and do whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, listen, just a little bit of news for the night, y'all, from Ghostface, Jadakiss, some of the people that we listen to. You know what I mean? That's about it. That's all we jumped on to talk about for the night. Just a little quick, recap for some stuff for, some hip hop news for the old heads, I guess. That's what you want to say. That's what you want to say. Remember, man, hey, Friday night, though, I might do a little, might do a little set, just, maybe a half an hour or an hour before midnight, just playing all Busta joints.
A little commemoration?
Yeah, a little Busta commemoration or something like that. Just playing all Busta joints. And the YouTube police, they, hopefully they don't come. You know what I mean? We'll play all Busta joints until the album drops. Sometime next week, we'll do a review of Busta's album.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? So
remind these people who Busta is.
Exactly.
Before he let them know.
Exactly. And I can't wait to hear. I'm hoping somebody that was in the chat the other day said that Rakim definitely had a verse on it. I don't know where they heard it from, who it was, or whatever. They said Rakim definitely has a verse in the intro. I hope so. I haven't heard from Rakim in a minute. I definitely want to hear from Rakim. I would love it if Rakim made a nice comeback album too, but that's a story for another day. Story for another day.
That's a whole nother vlog right there.
For real. That's a whole nother joint. You know what I mean? But hey, again, make sure you catch us tomorrow night, 9:30 as we review some underground music. And then Friday night, man, we gonna go off with a little Busta commemoration. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Just rocking all Busta joints. 11 o'clock, we'll come on about 11. Just rock all Busta joints until the album drops. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Tony, any last things you want to say?
Like always, man. Shout out to the chat. Yo, Black is time. Peace, Sim. I respect. Keep doing your thing.
No doubt. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you guys. Be peaceful. I'm out.